I wanted to dedicate this video specifically to UEFN as a whole. This is probably not going to be a long one, so let's start. Firstly, I want to talk about the engine, then I will give my thoughts on the current state of Discovery, and to end the video off, we will go over two more bad actors that plague Fortnite's ecosystem. Like I said, this is not going to be a long one, but it should summarize the current state of UEFN really nice. So let's start by talking about the engine itself. I think it's crazy to this day that Epic Games made a fully working engine to release custom user-made content into the world. This engine was upgraded over the past year to work better, and Epic also added more content for the developers to use. That means that we got things like custom camera devices to use, or even with some tricks, custom player animations. All of these things are really good. Things get added almost in every update, but when you add so many things to an engine, it becomes maybe a bit unstable. So many people spoke out about that, and actually the last update was actually the first that didn't break something in UEFN. So I think Epic learned from the outrage of the creators about how every update is breaking something in the engine. Some problems I got with the engine is that there is a lot of waiting around when trying to do something. You wanna make a new material, you have to wait 3 minutes for it to load. Or you need to really quickly push out an update. Yeah, that is not going to happen. You need to wait till all shaders are compiled and fully loaded. You can literally go shopping for half an hour and come back and the shaders are still not fully loaded. And if you're asking, yeah, sometimes it's very frustrating to work with that engine. So if they somehow make those things faster, it would help a ton. How's Discovery looking? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's still burning after the things in December. Discovery as a whole is still so broken, and there are so many people abusing the system to get more money that they probably stole from smaller creators, let's be real. People on Twitter freak out when you call out those creators and say that you are jealous. No, we are not jealous, we just want a better moderation system or a better discovery. I'm just saying there are so many maps where people put months of work into that are probably 10 times better than the things I do, and they get no rewards from that hard work. I think Discovery isn't really about creativity anymore, it's more about who can stuff it full with tycoon maps or red vs blue maps. But don't make the pit maps, Yeezy might come for you. But seriously, watch out, he will come for you. He will strike everything you own. Jokes aside, Discovery has so many problems, but most of the problems can be traced back to some creators and to the moderation team at Epic Games. But those creators likely profit more of the bad moderation system to somehow boost their map all the way to the home bar of Discovery. Those maps mostly get banned before a payout even happens, but the time they spend in the top rows of Discovery hurts other creators, because that time isn't going to come back. So I would be happy if Epic forced some of their workers, at least, I don't know, 5, to moderate Discovery and look through the rows. Or look through map submissions and see those bad actors and maybe even ban them right away. I mean, you can clearly see that this seems more like a scam than this one. I also think the system in Discovery is completely wrong. I think it should be like this. That first there is the home bar, that should be the home bar and Epic's picks combined, because Epic's picks is for some reason really far down. Then maybe some newly updated maps or even new ones in a row that refreshes every hour. Then growing maps that are not as big. And then come the big maps, so that people no longer see the biggest maps at the top of everything. Also remove the recommendations tab. It doesn't match my play history. I don't play red vs blue maps or other combat maps. This is not a good row to feature. It's completely random what maps get in there. It doesn't take from what the user plays. Yeah, just remove it. Also make it so that the row by Epic doesn't take 5 years to find, or even better, let people have the option to pin tabs to the top. And almost everything is solved by that, except maybe the moderation or the bad actors. Speaking of bad actors, let's speak about the two that are doing shady things. So let's start with the first one. This creator is called Dux. He is a creator that made the map called Sniper One Shot. He must have felt really good about it, because he ended up striking everyone who made a Sniper One Shot map. Here's one example. Sean from Glimpse Creative was getting attacked by another UEFN creator claiming to be the CEO of one-shot games in Fortnite, aka we are speaking about Dux. This is completely horrible to begin with. After dealing with that, he ended up getting 3 false suspensions for alleged copying of a map, and each one of those were before each payout. So you might see where this is going. He is not a really good person. Sean ended up getting all of these suspensions removed, but still wasn't in really good terms with Epic because of the strikes themselves. He ended up moving away from UEFN strikes and moved to YouTube, because Sean got a ton of strikes, like 23 in total, only from Dux. This is such a degenerate behavior. After that, Dux moved away from YouTube and moved to Sean's TikTok and strike there too. He was getting daily harassment from Dux just because he has the same basic map concept. Yes, sounds familiar? Yeah, the same thing Gizzy has done. He also blames the Epic Games moderation system for not speaking about this or doing something about this, which is a fair argument. This creator Dux seems to have the same power trip that Gizzy has, where he thinks that he is the king of Fortnite or something. Can't believe these people still exist and not get punished for that. Epic definitely needs to step up their game when it comes to moderation. I hope they fix that in the next 5 or 4 months. The last creator we are speaking about today is the creator called Gas Creations. He seems to like to pick on other creators by stealing their thumbnails and just change up a few things. Luxio Studios made a call-out post about Gas Creations because he blatantly copies thumbnails that aren't his. I want you to look at this. This one is made by Luxio Studios and this one is made by Gas Creations. Yeah, he just changed up a weapon. It's only a weapon that he changed. He blatantly copied that thumbnail and you can even see that he drew over it. You can even see that there are still like small mistakes by drawing over that. The background doesn't really blend in with the weapon, if you see that. This is blatant art theft, and I believe this should be a permanent suspension. Epic needs to start somewhere, and when they strike a ban hammer at someone like that broke the rules, that would make people do less of these scummy things. Like if they ban Gearsy, I don't think Crazy Red vs Blue would still do scummy tactics, because one of the biggest creators got banned for it. Epic needs to start somewhere, but they also need to start anytime, because this system is getting spammed by users in Discovery full of this stuff. This is not cool, and it takes the creativity away from creative mode. I hope you liked this video. I will be back next week with a new video.